What's up with it, y'all? Back with you, man. Bringing you another update on the 200SX. I'm gonna cut through the chase, man, and take y'all, man, exactly what's going on right now. So, been going over some things, man. Finishing up my assessment on this. Decided to pull the fuel pump, man, because we're gonna get this thing started. That's gonna be the first thing. So, when I pulled that out, man, this is what I came up with. Yeah, this thing is nasty. So I don't know if it can be salvaged or not, man. If y'all know where I can pick up another one of these, man, let me know, man, in the comments below, man. I'm kind of dumbfounded right now, man, trying to figure this whole thing out. This here looks even worse down there. I shine the flashlight in there, man, and you can pretty much see, if I turn the camera at a certain angle, you might be able to see that it's a little rusty in there. So, yeah. So my whole goal is, and plus the fuel lines are looking a little tattered up here too. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace the lines. I'm gonna replace the hard lines too, because I'm looking at it like this here. If this is looking like all of this, if this is looking like this here now, I can imagine what the hard lines look like, man. So I'm just gonna go ahead and replace all of this. So this way we can get, this way when we get it off, put fresh fuel in it, man, everything will be fresh. When we put fresh fuel in it, all the lines will be fresh and everything. I'm going to replace this, all the lines, new fuel filter down there also. So go with some braided lines, man, since I plan on keeping the car. I don't want to do anything cheap. So I'm gonna go with a steel braided line, A-end fittings. So this way, man, work on this way I have longevity. So after that, man, but first off, man, also too, what I need to do is replace that slave cylinder down there. So, thank God though, man, dude already had the line, he just didn't have the slave cylinder. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace this. I'll probably take a look at, probably just pull the transmission off, since the drive shaft's off of it too, and replace the clutch. So this is, but yeah, like I said, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be taken care of here. I also got to probably replace that too. So there's a lot. I mean, that's a lot. It just needs to be replaced, but it's going to get taken care of over time. So, but yeah, I don't know if I told y'all this before though, man, but as you know, man, we've got down there, turned the crank on this thing, man. So it's not locked up. It does turn. This is just crazy, man, because I'm just sitting here looking at all this stuff, man, and this here is just the worst thing that I've ever seen, because this here is a vacuum pump for the cruise control. So it's just crazy, because I'm like this here, man. I understand, bro, that this motor was not supposed to be in this chassis, man, because up until 87, I mean the latter part of 86, this car was not, I mean, this motor was not in this, it was ever supposed to be in this chassis. So the cruise control, I don't know where this went compared to where it would go in here now, but I mean, that is just a bad idea where to put this thing, man, really, honestly. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that looks like it's aftermarket too, so who's to say? Yep. These guys around here on these dirt bikes, man, I love them. But yeah, man, so also upon a couple of other things, man, got to looking at it, man, this thing is pretty much just 3.7. Man, this is just basically a 300ZX, man. When you look at it, it's got the same transmission, same motor, 5 lugs, bucket seats. Just doesn't have a sunroof. But yeah, I mean, but I'm loving this though. This is just something, man, that I've been, like I said, when you've been wanting something, man, as long as I have, when it comes to this car, it doesn't make a damn bit of difference, man, what you got to go through in order to get it put together, man. Like I said, man, it's just going to be, it's just little bitty things that I got to get done. But I know this much. This here isn't going to stop me from doing what I got to do in order to get this thing started. So what I'm going to do is, I got a fuel pump in there already that I'm going to throw in here, which is, what is it? It's 100, it's 100, I think it's a 100cc fuel pump. I don't know, I can't remember, but what it is, man, it's I bought it for the I bought it for the truck, and I just went with an AC Delco. That was just an aftermarket, man. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and plumb a line from going to here to the fuel pump. That's the fuel pump into a bucket. So this way, that's got gas in it. So this way, I can turn around and just put the fuel pump on a switch. Put a battery on it, man. So this way I can control it. This way we can turn it on and off. So this way I can go ahead, man, and see if I can get this thing turned over. Because I believe, man, that it might turn over, man, if we can get some gas to it. So, but first though, I'm going to replace this. I'm going to replace this replace the fuel filter. I'm gonna replace the fuel filter, and after that, replace this line. See if I can go ahead and get started on these AEN fittings. Go ahead and, like I said, run the fuel pump out here, and run another line up underneath here out to a bucket that'll sit out here with gas in it, within the fuel pump with a switch. Hey, see if we can get it kicked over, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's like asking a question, yes or no. You can either get it, man. You can either get two questions, man. I mean, a flat question, a yes or no question. You can either get a yes or a no. So I mean, it's either yes or no when it comes to this here. So yeah, they playing football over there. But yeah, man, it's either yes or no when it comes to this. It's either going to start or it's not going to start. So plus on top of it, man, we're going to change the channel. Like I said, I'm going to do a tune up on this thing, man, just as you would do anything, as I would do a normal motor. Spark plugs, check these here, man, do new wires, put new coolant in it. And this, oh my God, I want to get rid of this. I want to get rid of this so badly. If anybody knows an aftermarket solution for this, please let me know in the comments, man. Please, I want to know. This is killing me because this thing just looks so nasty. It just is so corroded. But I'm already knowing what I want to do is I want to go ahead, man, and I would love to do an aluminum fan here. I would love to do something aluminum, but you know, this car doesn't have a whole heck of a lot of aftermarket. So I mean, so I have got to figure out little bitty things in order to make this stuff work. Just like this thing didn't have a lot of coilover options. So we're gonna have to figure out the coilover situation. I mean, I've seen people swap in, cut the entire, cut the rear end up, man, and and weld in the S13 subframe. I mean, seems like it's a real popular thing, but this here, I don't really want to do that too, because this car, man, is a V6 model, man, and there was only so many of these made, and I don't want right now everything on this car is pretty much matching, so I don't want to cut the car up like that. I'll tell you this much, I am looking for another one, so I can cut the back end of that up, man, and so I cut the back end of that one up, turn that one into a track car, so I can have something, man, that not only do I have a nice daily, but I'll have a daily, but not only will I have a nice daily, but I'll have a nice little, track day car or something, man, that I can just go out to the track with and just have fun with. But that I'll put a K series in. We'll talk about that on a later date. And if I have to, I'll swap a K series into this. But I really don't want to. I want to keep it all original. So it is what it is, man. We're gonna get it all together. So I'm gonna make sure, man, of it. Cause this right here, man, something I've been wanting to do for a long time. Car I've been wanting for a while. I mean, when it comes down to it, like I said, man, when you have something, man, that you've been wanting for a minute, man, you really don't. You're gonna do everything in your power, man, to make sure that it's either fixed or that you fix it, or you send it to somebody else that can fix it. Me personally, man, this I think I can fix. I mean, it's basic, man. This is as basic as it comes. I'm not getting ready to pawn this off on nobody. Like I said, I'm going to first see if we can get it started. That's going to be the #1 priority with this thing. So after that, man, if it starts and it runs, we'll go from there. But first things first, we are going to have to do a complete tune-up on it. I mean, a complete tune-up. Plus, we're going to see about getting a new clutch for it, and also getting a new slave cylinder. So those are going to be the first things we're going to get done, man. So like I said, man, first things first, let's do the tune-up. So keep up with your dude, man. Holla at me.